Iraq has announced the end of its war against Islamic State after declaring victory over the jihadist group. Prime Minister Haider al Abadi said the country's armed forces were in complete control of the Iraqi-Syrian border, which contained the last few areas held by IS. It comes 2 days after Russia said its mission supporting the Syrian regime to oust its jihadists had been accomplished. Mr. Abadi told the conference in Bagad Our forces are in complete control of the Iraqi-Syrian border, and I therefore announce the end of the war against IS. Images controlled an area where 10 million people lived at its peak. Our enemy wanted to kill our civilization, but we have won through our unity and our determination. We have triumphed in little time. Last month Theresa May became the first major foreign leader to visit Iraq since the fall of the IS stronghold of Mosul. Mrs. May said on behalf of the United Kingdom, "I congratulate Prime Minister Abadi and all Iraqis on this historic moment. I pay tribute to the Iraqi security forces for their courage and sacrifice. Daesh no longer holds significant territory in Iraq or Syria. This signals a new chapter towards a more peaceful, prosperous country. I am proud that the UK, as a leading member of the global coalition, has stood shoulder to shoulder with Iraq to help them open that chapter. I saw the effects of this firsthand when I visited last week." Video May vows to continue fight against Islamic State. IS seized large swathes of Syria and Iraq in 2014, with some 10 million people living in territory under its control at its peak. Foreign fighters, including dozens of Britons, flocked there, traveling mostly through Turkey, to live under the so-called caliphate declared by its leader Abu Bakr al-Baghdadi. The jihadist group carried out a campaign of terror in the region, including beheadings, hangings, public floggings, and the torture of prisoners. The ticking bombs Islamic State left behind in Iraq. The rise and fall of Islamic State in Raqqa. Iraq's fight back, backed by an air campaign waged by a IS coalition, began with the liberation of Tikrit, the hometown of Saddam Hussein, in March 2015 after it had been under IS control for nearly 10 months. Video Mosul. After IS, the Al-Nuri Mosque is lost. Iraq's second city of Mosul in July this year, and its de facto capital of Raqqa in northern Syria in November. But the Allied victory has come at an incalculable cost. More than 40,000 people died in Mosul alone, and large parts of Iraq have been wrecked. In a statement on Twitter, the IS coalition said congratulations to the government of Iraq and the Iraqi security forces on the liberation of all Daesh-held populated areas in Iraq.